Alright, so let's talk about today resources. And we're going to be talking about renewable and non-renewable resources. And I have here some pictures of a renewable resource and a non-renewable resource to kind of get you thinking about what those things are. Now, let's talk about it and let's look at some vocabulary. Now, a natural resource is something that is found in nature and is useful to humans. And some examples of that are water, minerals, a forest, and soil. Those are things that are useful to humans. If we want to, we can even add things like wind. And we can also add fossil fuels, because those things are found in nature and those things are useful to humans. Those things are useful to us. We use those resources to help us with our day-to-day lives. So make sure you have that written down in your notebook. I will be coming around to check those definitions. Our next definition is a renewable resource. Now, a renewable resource is something that can be a resource that can be renewed or used over and over again. Things like sun or wind. There's going to always be some type of wind blowing. Even though if you can barely feel it, there's always going to be wind blowing all the time. Or if you cut down a tree, you can go and plant another tree. You can renew that valuable resource. Now, our next definition is that of a non-renewable resource. They are limited in supply and they can't be renewed. And the thing that you need to remember is that once it is gone forever. That will be the end of that resource. So now, let's look at some pictures. So right here on this side, we have things that are renewable, those renewable resources or those renewable energy sources. And then right here on this side, we have those non-renewable energy sources. In your notebook, make sure you kind of draw these the best way you can in your notebook, because I am going to be looking to see that you have these in your notebook. So like I said, they don't have to be perfect drawings, but draw them the best that you can in your notebook. And here we have a little chart. Right here we have resources. On one side we have our renewable resources like solar energy, air and wind, water and tides, soil and plants. And then on this side we have our non-renewable resources like fossil fuels or all different types of metals or minerals and salts and things like that. Those are things that once we use them up, that's it. And here's a little thing that I want you to write down in your notebook, because that's going to be things that's going to help you to remember what non-renewable is. Which is non-renewable, which is not able to be new again. And we have coal, natural gas, petroleum, propane, and uranium. And that is the end of our lesson on resource. Like I said, make sure you have this down in your notebook. This is going to be on YouTube and here on EduCreations.